there's been a lot of like touring news going on the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
This is one of those rare occasions where, the subject of our conversation 2 pods ago, Oasis, those guys are looking quite,
They seem stable.
very mindful,
Yeah.
very demure,
Yeah. Yeah.
in comparison.
Right.
The one that really caught me off guard was REO Speedwagon announcing that they're ending their touring run.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that my buddies in Yacht Rock Review have been on tour with REO Speedwagon all summer. They literally just finished a 10-week run with them and Train, and they were having some issues towards the end of the tour. Now, Bruce was not a part of this run, and there have been a lot of folks that were kind of up in arms about that. He had a health issue, and they were like, we're going to give him time to rest and recover, and then he'll be back. And then Kevin Cronin got ill on the last week, and they dropped off a couple of shows. Like, they just straight up didn't play. And so they posted something on their socials today, basically saying like Bruce and Kevin are not in agreement with things, and so as of, I think they said January 2025, like they're packing it in, which is I mean, it's not surprising. It's going to happen to all of these bands eventually.
Sure. I mean, unless they go zombie, that's the point. Like, we actually don't need any living members or agreeing members, right? Their estates can agree to it. But in this case, looks like not. Looks like REO Speedwagon's done.
And more power to them. I think there's something to be said about a group that like says, "Hey, we are not going to tarnish our legacy. We are able to do what we're doing, and we're going to go ahead and just call it before we do anything that could negatively impact the the story that we're trying to tell."
Yeah.
And it's got to be hard. I mean, it clearly is hard, because every time these bands do their quote unquote farewell tour and are back on the road 2 years later, clearly there was just one reason or another. Typically, though, that it's got a lot to do with divorces. It seems Tom DeLonge was not interested in getting back with Blink-182 until he got divorced. And then all of a sudden he was ready to go back on the road and make oodles and oodles of money. And I'm pretty sure one of the Gallagher brothers also is freshly sprung from a divorce hearing. So
is it a Yoko situation, or is it a what do I do with myself now situation?
It's not even that. It's I now have half of what I normally get, so I need more.
Yeah, I have alimony to cover, so we need to go on the road. I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep. That seems to be a high motivator of a lot of these guys. So yeah, I mean, if maybe they take a year off and Bruce gets better and Kevin gets better and they're able to, reconcile the things, and maybe they take next summer off and they'll be back on the summer after that. Who knows?
Well, I appreciate the integrity of saying we're done. I mean, I think that's you can see how hard that is for a lot of acts.
So, best of luck to those guys. Not that they need our well wishes and whatnot, but it's time to roll up to the shore and throw away the oars forever.
Well done. Well done.